libraries. I love libraries. They are a place of wonder where they let your imagination run wild. We have a great public library here in Baraboo. And in public libraries, I usually check out books, DVDs, and in Baraboo, we even have a seed library that you can check out seeds. But more about that later. Did you know that Baraboo has a second library? Yeah, a circus library. I wonder what you can check out of a circus library.
Hey, did you know that Baraboo has a Circus World Library?
What? No.
What do you think you can check out of a library?
Juggling props?
Did you know that Baraboo has a circus library?
What? No.
What do you think you can check out of a circus library?
Unicycles?
Did you know that Baraboo has a circus library?
What?
I know. What do you think you can check out of a circus library?
What? A clown?
I was on my way to the library when I ran into my good friend, Mike Feld. And he said, you should talk to Suzanne Covoloskie. She is the ultimate volunteer at the Circus World Library. She knows everything about what's going on there. So I tracked down Suzanne Covoloskie, and we're going to get to hear her story of what she does at the Circus World Library.
Introduce myself.
Yeah.
My name is Suzanne Covoloskie. I grew up in Baraboo. I live in Madison currently, and my family's still here. A lot of friends are here, and we love it.
Dan, why do you volunteer at Circus World?
Why do I volunteer at Circus World? I feel if you know me, I just do things that are fun. And I feel it's a really fun place. It's very magical. It has fantastic history, and everything you learn, you want to just learn a little more. So when the opportunity came to have a little free time, I thought, let's contact Pete and Jen and see if I can help out in any way. The most part of what I've been spending all my time on is cataloging costumes. So Jen had pulled dozens of old costumes out, and she believed they were like within a particular time frame, so maybe like 1950s to 1970s. And she had them all hanging up in the basement. They were lovely, like all these colors and sparkles. And then she's like, all right, figure it out. Who wore it? What did they do? When did they wear it? What circus were they in? Who the designer was? How big is it? Like measuring, figuring out the condition of it, taking the photos of it, and getting it recorded in the computer, as well as trying to find old photos of people who wore the particular costume. And then once we even got lucky and we found a video of someone who literally walked right past the camera wearing the outfit that we were looking for. So we about fell off our chairs that day. After like a month of trying to find it, he walked right past the camera.
What was the oldest costume you found?
The oldest costume. I'm sure there's many others that I haven't seen, but in one particular instance, I was taking items out to photograph them, like I had mentioned, and I had this awesome jacket, and it was brown velvet. It had like a lighter color ribbing on it with fringe that was made out of metal. So like all these little metal pieces of fringe. It was stunning. So usually whenever I find something that's really cool, I run upstairs to show Pete and Jen. And Jen was like, you know what? I feel there's more to this. I feel like there's something similar. So we looked in the records, found out what box it was in, run back downstairs, pull them out. And sure enough, there were knickers that matched the outfit. So these beautiful chocolate brown velvet knicker pants. And also in the box, another outfit, jacket and knickers, and it was more of a peach color. Again, stunning, crazy stunning. And Pete, whose specialty is pre-antebellum costumes, saw it, and I'll just say he was really excited. He's looking at it, and the buttons were made out of bone. It was homemade. He could figure out like what the stitching was, and he was just beside himself. So he was getting a second opinion, went through all the, the background on it, and it looked like it was probably pre-antebellum, which is about 1850 or so. from a Wisconsin circus from way back in the day. So one of the 100 or so circuses that had come out of Wisconsin, we have 2 of their outfits. And I feel like as I grew older, I started to appreciate it a heck of a lot more. What went into it, what the history is, how they keep it active today. It's not just historical, it's the acts that occur today and the effort and how much, just being at the library and even seeing how much effort they put in to get ready for the next year's shows. It's mind-boggling. So I kind of got hooked and interested in how does it all work, how do they do it, how do you preserve it, how do you look forward, what's kind of next for it. And it just became fun. And once you learn one thing, then you're sucked in to try to learn something else, and it's a good time.
Suzanne, I heard that Circus World won't let you wear one of their costumes. Well, the Baraboo Theater Guild has come through, and we have a costume for you. A cape.
A cape. I'm still trying to figure out what my act is as a performer, but I'm very happy that I have a cape.
I am Pete Shrake. I am the archivist at Circus World Museum.
And what's this building here behind you?
This building behind me is the Robert L. Parkinson Library and Research Center. It is the main collections facility for Circus World Museum, and what that means is, in addition to being a library and archive and a place for researchers to come and study about circus history, it is also a place where our artifacts that are not on display in the exhibits are stored here as well. So this is our main facility to house all of our different collections, outside of the big collections like the wagons.
Tell me, what is this library? What do you do here?
The library is a place where, on the one hand, we do take care of all of our collections. We have a curator, Jen Kroc, who takes care of all of our three-dimensional objects, and so we do a lot of collections conservation here. But this is a research library. The circus is a subject that gets the attention of college professors and our authors for articles and books and filmmakers and genealogists and collectors of circus ephemera, model builders. There's people who build model circuses like they do model railroads, and all these people come here because we have a vast collection of documents. We have over 400,000 photographs. So we have an extensive collection of research material, and we provide it to them and help them find their way through it so they can get the answers they need to their historical questions.
Out a unicycle?
Unicycle!
No unicycles.
Pete, can we check out juggling props?
No, you cannot check out juggling props.
Pete, what can we check out of this library?
Well, come inside and I will show you. So what can you check out of the library? Actually, nothing. We are not a normal public library. All the collections that we have here are public collections. They are owned by the people of the state of Wisconsin, but we are a research library and collections facility. As you can see by the materials we have here on the table, many of the items that we have are very old and one of a kind. And so we can't just lend that out to the general public. You can, however, come in and make an appointment and view these materials. That is why we are called a research library. We bring materials out to you, and then you spend your time here to view them for your research purposes. And we have a lot of materials here. We have 10,000 posters. We have hundreds of thousands of photographs. We have numerous documents, letters, business records. We have some materials that are as old as the 1700s, and we have some that are new, like this program from the Kelly Miller Circus from 1997. We have artifacts as well, such as this hat, which looks like a horse head, is a piece of wardrobe. We have an extensive collection of wardrobe. This glass is a concession glass that was used on the Ringling Brothers show in the 1880s and 1890s. And so we have a broad range of material here. Some could say that we are like the Smithsonian of the American circus with the range of materials that we do have. Who comes here to use these materials? Researchers from across the globe. Last year alone, we had researchers from Japan, from Germany, we have researchers from England, from Canada, as well as people from across the United States. And researchers who are looking into family history, researchers who are writing books or articles, students who are writing papers. Literally anyone from any walk of life can walk through that door, preferably make an appointment because there's a small staff here, and access these materials. We often get is, this looks like a great place to work. Can I volunteer here? And the answer is yes. We are always looking for volunteers here at the Robert L. Parkinson Library. Unfortunately, given our current national health crisis, we do not have volunteers here within the library. And as you can see, nobody else is in here. My colleague, Jennifer Kronk, is filming this for us. We are not allowed to bring the general public in the library at this time. But when things kind of calm down, please contact Circus World Museum. In addition to volunteering here in the library, we have a lot of volunteering opportunities throughout the entire museum. And if you call our main front office, the main phone number for the museum, we'll get you in contact with someone who can find a great and fun job for you. Here in the library, we need help with cataloging, we need help with list making. We have all sorts of projects that we have for people to help us out with. So in the future, reach out to us and we'd be happy to work with you.
You have a blog.
I do. A few years back, I started sending out emails to my friends, whether they liked it or not, of just fun circus facts, something that caught my eye or something I felt the need to share, which is how I got involved with the Parkinson Library to start with. I went there for some research for my email fun facts. And it would just be anything, like being a project manager myself and a CPA, I'm super anal retentive. So it was like, how do they do this? How do they move thousands of, animals? How do they move and feed people 3 times a day? Like, how do they do it, basically? No telephone, no cell phone, just how does it all get done and come together? It's like magic. It shows up, there it is, and then packs it up, and then they disappear. So all these little things would catch my eye. And I felt the need to share them with my friends. So with new technology, which is much better than just sending emails to everyone, I started a blog. And I just recently started it. I'm going to be posting a lot more leading up to what would have been the Big Top Parade this year. This is kind of the time frame in which I used to send out my emails. So I thought, let's set it up on a blog. People can sign up and enjoy it, hopefully, or think that girl's nuts. But I feel there's like so much information and tidbits that I can share. And if you'd like to join, it is called clowntownfunfacts at blogspot. So it should hopefully be easy to find.
Hey, Suzanne, what are your plans for Parade Day 2020?
Well, 2020 parade is very sad because it got canceled. But it doesn't mean we can't have fun. So when they first posted that it was canceled on Facebook, I had commented, "This is so sad, I'm still going to sit on the square and stare sadly at the street." To which I believe Dave Salutis replied, "Hey Suzanne, they will be rebroadcasting a parade, so you could watch it while you're sitting on the square." And I thought, that's a brilliant idea. I can bring my laptop, I can watch an old parade while I'm on the square because there's no parade this year. So I contacted a few of my crazy friends who are always up to do stupid things, and they said, sure. So I've got a bunch of the girls are coming from Oshkosh and Madison and Wanakee and some different places, and we're all gonna sit on the square, get a picnic, support local business, and watch the broadcast on our devices.
I'm Darren Hornby, Executive Director of the Baraboo Area Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to Baraboo. I'm so glad you asked. There are a couple of really great opportunities to support the Baraboo Area Chamber of Commerce in the absence of the Big Top Parade this year. Currently, we have our cash raffle going on Saturday, November 14th, we will be drawing 10 $1,000 winners for the cash raffle. Tickets are just $20 a piece, and they are available at the Baraboo Area Visitors Center from now until the time of the drawing or until tickets sell out. Another great opportunity to support the Baraboo Area Chamber of Commerce is our annual Golf Classic. We will be hosting this event on Tuesday, August the 18th at 12 noon at the Baraboo Country Club. There are still spaces available, so it's a great opportunity to get out and enjoy a day outside while supporting a great cause and a great community. A couple really great ways to get your Baraboo fix in the absence of the parade. Number one, we have just launched our brand new Visit Baraboo app. You're going to love it. You can access tours, events, dining, places to stay, our wonderful shopping, and all of those attractions that everyone loves in Baraboo.
New things about Baraboo on my way to the library. I have also discovered one amazing volunteer in Suzanne. Suzanne brings a little magic that just gets woven into our community, and this magic is what makes Baraboo unique. So, may all your days be circus days.